Welcome back to another episode of Checking with Clay Callaway. This was Monday morning and hey, Clay was happy to get to work. He woke up an hour early before he watched on TV for a little bit before he got going. He got dressed, yeah. Yeah, he can't wait to go trucking, yeah. He had everything in his, yeah, he had everything. He wasn't wearing his inside out shirt that day. It was gonna be a great day. We're still talking about Inside Out, yeah. Yeah, the movie Inside Out. Correct. So finally he actually got some coffee here. He actually had a couple cups before he listened to his background music. He didn't really watch TV, he listened. And then finally, I got up and yeah, I got everything, put everything in my pickup, and yeah, Clay was happy. He had a nice clean truck. His trailer was nice and clean. Yeah, his Wilson was nice and clean too. Yeah. So finally, then eventually Taylor was still sleeping. It was some more hours before she was gonna get, maybe a couple more hours before she could get something, get ready for food, go to food work. So finally we got up, so then finally Clay, I was actually gonna have to go to the, I was gonna get ready to go to the truck wash. That's where my truck was. Yeah. Sometimes I'd bring it home, but sometimes so finally, yeah, when I got older to get my truck, it doesn't look like older now, it's left, yeah, and most of the company trucks. Yeah, me and Clay were actually, we got news, not news, but we found out that we're going down to Chicago. Yeah, we're gonna go get a load from Chicago. Yeah, so finally Clay, he had everything. He did the vehicle inspection. Then finally after, yeah, he had all the fuel he needed. It was gonna be a great time. He had all the fuel that it's done yet. Yeah, these are by piping, huh? Yep. I'll be right back. Anyway, so finally, yeah, he actually had some. He actually had. Before he left, he actually heated up a couple biscuits with butter on them. Those were his favorite. He actually made the biscuits too. That was his. He wasn't very hungry, but he decided to have a couple of. Clay decided to. He also eventually got going. He wore his pea hat. Finally got going. That was the sound of Clay Pole. Now we're yeah. Usually I have some snacks throughout the day. He has a snack box in his truck that sometimes when he doesn't really eat lunch, sometimes he, like I said, I know, sometimes he also has some nuts and stuff. Or cashews, whatever. So finally he loved his grub. So he loved his 2 biscuits with butter on them. Finally then, like I said, he was wearing it. Then finally got out on 29, and he finally got to Old Clay, got to the exit. Then he was going down south, yeah. Couple hours later, after maybe the last around like 5 o'clock, or I was around like 7:30. He was already tied over and around. Yeah, he was already on a call. He was trying to. I don't know. It's been a while about Owen actually. Yeah. It's a. And the truck and show Owen sometimes. And around 7:32, I was already on the call, right? I was actually, well, Clay was trying to Owen, I was trying to Josh again. And the truck and show Josh was like sometimes in the top, like over 2 hours. Sometimes it was talking for over 2-3 hours. Alright, so finally, Clay passed like Mormons and the Dowers, and yeah, he was still trying to own it. So. Yeah, sometimes he would take pictures and send them to me. Sometimes he would take pictures of like the three bears. So finally, then finally, he let Olin go, and then finally, a little while later, he actually called, around like 9, she called Kurt silent attack, and he attacked with Kurt for a little while. Yeah. 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 That's what I got off the phone with Josh Boogie. Then they called. I called Jimmy Hoffman for a little while. Talked to my friend. Yeah. Jamie is a good friend of mine. So finally made it to Chicago, got to the place, then I was still talking to Jay. Actually, I was off the phone, I was just listening to just my country stations. Yeah. Clay was gonna be there at the same place alone shortly, so we were both at the same place. I mean, Clay was actually very hard. Yep, seems true. So finally when Clay got there, he decided to have a little snack. decided to have some cheese and opened up. It was around like 10 in the morning and we left around 5. Hold on, let it take. Actually we left around 3 in the morning, so how was 10 in the morning when we got to Chicago? Yo. Yeah. One of the things I was telling Jack, Bergie was there. This afternoon, he asked about how this afternoon over here. The thing is, he's kind of used. He can have a schedule. What time? Sometimes I will tell him, or Daryl will call him, or Josh Wilson will call him, and sometimes maybe Owen will call and tell him, you need to go. You need to be at this place alone at blah 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 at this time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so finally today I forgot there. Let's change it out. Today got them through that. We ended up after saying guess what? We ended up seeing Josh Olsen there. Yeah, we actually sitting. While we were waiting, we talked with him for a little bit. Hold on. So he was actually having his Cheez-Its. He had like a small snack size. Yeah, he ate them when he had to have this Diet Mountain Dew with. When me and Clay were out there talking to Josh Olsen. So finally, finally it took a little while, but finally we got loaded at the place. Then how we're going. And how the levels. So finally, then how we're going through down step south, we're going to we were going we were going all the way. We're going to, this road goes to Ohio. Yeah. This road doesn't, the level till really tomorrow morning, so I think someone okay, so then finally me and Callaway will get out with it with Andy. I got a snack too. I had what did finally turned on my finally Clay got going again and shortly after I got so after we got going, I had a little snack. I just had some peanuts and stuff. Yeah. And some ice water. I don't drink pop every day, like Clay. So then finally got on the phone. I got on the phone with Jake Roddy. I always ask, hello, is this Jay? Yep, this is him. So talked to him for a good little while, yeah. They would just listen to the radio at this point, yeah. Yeah, but I like to talk with people. Yeah. had my headset on. I was talking to Jay Karate. Sometimes I also listen to the Wisco Sports Show with Graham Barrows. The Wisconsin Wisco Sports Show with Graham Barrows. They like that show too. Sometimes I also listen to some trucking shows, and how I listen to some of that day too. I also listen to the raid. So finally, a couple hours ago, I made it to Indiana. Actually, I also stopped in Indiana. When I got somewhere in Indiana, stopped at a truck stop at and when I got to the truck stop, I was gonna stop at. I was gonna stop at the truck stop in Mayrosville, Indiana. So the truck stop there. I don't know if it's a Mayrosville, but somewhere along the way before I get to the Ohio State line, I was gonna stop and go to the bathroom and then get something to eat. So finally got to a pile with it, and I got fuel, went to the bathroom, and actually see what I had. I also had I got something to drink. So finally, and that's where we're gonna